test. Somehow it feels like I've gotten a shorter space in between here. I didn't get big. I'm 218. I checked my weight this morning. So glad it's not back to 230. That's too much. Hi, Fremont Lee here. Views and opinions expressed in this video are those of the person saying it. That's me, Fremont Lee. It is September 1st, 2020. I hope all is well with you at the time in which you are viewing this. That should help. I'm a little more centered. I'm off center. It is September 1st, 2020. I hope all is well with you. I haven't done birthdays in the past couple of days. I haven't really, because you figure Shirley Booth's birthday was August 30th or 29th. You figure yesterday being August 31st. Jonathan LaPaglia, who was on the TV show 7 Days. Mickey James, Jeff Hardy, wrestlers on WWE. Or whatever incarnate it happens to be. Van Morrison, Richard Gere, Debbie Gibson, Julie Brown, who was in the movie Earth Girls Are Easy. D. Bradley Baker, who does the voice of Claus on American Dad, 2005 to 2020. He does other voices on the show. It's just that's one of the main ones. Zach Ward, who was on the TV show Titus, and he is in the movie, I believe, Resident Evil 2. There was a scene in the school where they went to go get the kids, but the dogs were there, and he ad-libbed the line, "Stay," after he shoots the zombie dog or the infected dog. They never say the word zombie in the movies because I don't know what they are. It's like, he was also, I believe, one of the bad guys, the kids, in the movie A Christmas Story. I could be wrong on that. I would have to look into that. But Larry Hankin, Shar Jackson, Sarah Ramirez, Chris Tucker. Hey, it's me, Chris Tucker! From The Fifth Element, Rush Hour. Leo Bill, who was in 28 Days Later in 2002. He did other things. Cheryl Pollack, who was in the movie Pump Up the Volume. She was also on an episode of Quantum Leap as a rape victim that Sam ended up leaping into. She takes him to court. Not Sam. She takes the guy who raped her to court, but nothing was proven, couldn't be proved or whatever. So it ended up being, the case ended up being thrown out. Then, like later that night or the next day or something, the guy ended up showing back up at their house. And because Sam, holding 7 degrees, he also knows how to defend himself, ends up beating the crap out of the guy. The mom and dad come out and say, "What happened?" I wasn't trapped in a car this time. She was also on the show The Heights. The "How do you talk to an angel? How do you hold her close?" or something like that. John Eric Bentley, writer Lowell Gans, who wrote the movie Splash in 1984. Well, the movie was 1984. The movie, he wrote it. Who knows when? I can't. Mark L. Wahlberg, not to be confused with Mark Wahlberg. It's at Perlman, Adrian Reese, who is Ember Moon on WWE NXT. To the late James Coburn, Frederick March, G.D. Spradlin, who played General R. Corman in Apocalypse Now in 1979, and Reverend Lemon in Edward Scissorhands in 1994. Buddy Hackett, and Noble Willingham. That was August 31st birthdays. September 1st birthdays, Barry Gibb, Lily Tomlin, Don Stroud, who was in the Buddy Holly story with Gary Busey. He's done other things. George Maharis, who was on the TV show Route 66, 1960 to 1963. Michelle Mayrink, who was in the movie Real Genius, starring Val Kilmer, William Atherton. She was also in Revenge of the Nerds. And I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, so I won't say that. Mary Louise Weller, who played Mandy Pepperidge in National Lampoon's Animal House, 1978. Gloria Estefan. 1, 2, 3, come on, baby. 5, 6, 7 times. Zendaya, Laura Pulver, Scott Speedman, Bo Starr, who was in the movie Fletch, 1985, and he played Sheriff something in Halloween 4, 1988, and Halloween 5, 1989. Billy Blanks, who does Tybo, and Dr. Phil McGraw as a terrible John Wayne. Anyway, Dr. Phil's birthday is today, September 1st. Will Nye, who played Deputy Floyd on Murder, She Wrote TV series 1988 to 1991. He was also cop number 1 in the movie Clue. Also to the late Yvonne DiCarlo, Richard Farnsworth, Michael Massey, who played Fun Boy in The Crow, 1994. James Rebhorn, who was in Scent of a Woman, 1992. He was the guy on stage holding the sort of a hearing because Philip Seymour Hoffman's character may or may not have been part of this thing. And Chris, what's his face? I can't. He's on that, whatever with LL Cool J, the Los Angeles, NCIS Los Angeles. He played Robin, didn't he, in the Batman and Robin movie with George Clooney? Or Val Kilmer. Ooh, that was another connection, Val Kilmer. Anyway, he played the other kid, and James Rebhorn was that guy. Oh, you're out of order. You're out of order. Al Pacino did that in I, the Jury. I'm out of order. You're out of order. This whole court system's out of order. He was also in Independence Day, 1996. He passed away in 2014, James Rebhorn. So 1948 to 2014. Ron O'Neal, who was in Superfly, 1972. A couple other different Superflies followed. He was in a couple of those as well, I guess. He was also in the movie Red Dawn, 1984. Bam Bam Bigelow, Conway Twitty, author Edgar Rice Burroughs, and author Roderick Thorp, who wrote The Detective, which turned into a movie starring Frank Sinatra. And he wrote Nothing Lasts Forever, which turned into Die Hard, 1988. Roderick Thorp was born 1936, passed 1999. And McLean has been announced as a new movie for the continuation of, or a variation of, The Detective. Bruce Willis. I don't know if his first name is Walter or his middle name is Walter. Bruce Willis. But Roderick Thorp wrote The Detective. And because, excuse me, because when they made Die Hard, it wasn't called Die Hard. It was going to be the follow-up to this, which was Nothing Lasts Forever. And contractually speaking, Frank Sinatra had the dibs, I suppose you'd call it, on the part but he turned it down because I believe he was 78 at the time, or 68. He was too old to play it, and he was like, "No, sorry, no." So he turned it down, which and there's always claim, "Oh yeah, we offered it to Schwarzenegger, Stallone, the blah, the third," and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Whether or not it actually was offered to any of them, beyond me. Um, I was gonna wear my F bomb T-shirt today, but I'll just stick with the shirt I've had on for the last 2 days. So 3 days. I'll change it out later. It'll be all right. It's what happens on my weekend. I don't care. You figure the first day I change, I take off my work clothes, go do laundry, still wearing the shirt I had on underneath my work clothes. Probably not a good idea, but sometimes I change it out depending on how bad I sweat that night. I wasn't in the back room breaking down load, so it wasn't. Yeah, I was. Probably should have changed out my shirt. It's Rick Spade, my friend Rick. Uh, Rick. I was trying to point at it. I'm like, it's right there. It's Rick. Um, he did MMA. He was doing wrestling for a while. Um, Not like mainstream, but it was like wasn't backyard wrestling. But he trained for a while to become MMA, and uh, he needed shirts made up. So I offered to put money into that for him. I don't know how many shirts he actually was able to get. I'm not sure if Jim Durkamo, I'm probably mispronouncing. I think he did the shirts. I don't wear this every day, so it's no holes in the pits, and it's still pretty decent to wear. Um, if I ever did my TV show, it would be like this. I would wear a new shirt every episode. That's in my T-shirt collection right now. Well, some of them I probably couldn't wear. Um, Maybe you figure if I'm outside mowing the lawn, you know, I'd make sure to have it in a scene. That's for sure. You figure it's all torn up here or something. I should throw them out, but I don't. I hold on to some things. Might run in the family, but there's just some junk on the table that it's like old mail. I don't really. I mean, is it important? Do we need it? And this stack of envelopes on the over here by the coffee pot, is that important? What is that? I don't. It's one of the reasons I want to move. Figure win the Mega Millions or the Powerball, move. I'd be nice. I'd be like, I wouldn't offer my brother to come with me. I'd be like, no, I will pay, 2 months rent or whatever. That way it'll give you time to save up to make sure you can refinance, to not refinance, but get the stuff in order so you can, okay, I can do this, do this, this. I'd also pay on the, excuse me, pay on the internet stuff. I get all my stuff out, make sure I had my place though first. Got all my stuff out. It's a dream. I would hope to move where I don't have neighbors that like to sit in the hallway, smoke cigarettes, or sit on the front step and smoke weed and or cigarettes. or smoke weed inside, whatever. Or have the neighbors that are close enough to where they're parked in the parking lot, and all I'm hearing is. You figure inside the building, can't really tell what the vehicle's sound system is playing. All I'm catching is the vibration from and the windows shaking in my apartment. I mean, I get it. You want to feel like you're at the club and you can't afford to go to the club or the club is closed because of the stuff going on, but I don't want to hear it. And you're out there talking to another guy. What get some ladies out and say, whatever. Unless you're into the guys and the guys are into the guys, and then hey, keep talking, whatever. Maybe. Oh, don't. uh, you know, I'm not one to judge. You want to do that, go ahead. I just figure you're in the apartment complex where other people live. A little common courtesy. You don't park in the carport where people actually pay to park there. You don't smoke in the common areas because, meaning the hallways inside you want to smoke inside your apartment, go ahead. Just don't fall asleep because I don't need my stuff burnt down because you're like, and then your place goes up. I'm not sure if I'd want a big place to where I can. I mean, I have my idea. I've shared it with some people. I'm not going to share it with everybody. Not here. But I would get my place that I would like, or a smaller version thereof. I'm not sure what it is with my glasses, but it's putting pressure on right here, back behind my ear. I mean, it's good that it stays, but every now and then it like fades up like that. And I'm like, okay, fix it. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I was just checking to see if I had. I don't know if you've ever watched the show Lucifer, starring Tom Ellis, the guy who plays Lucifer. But there's a couple of times he lifts his head, tilts his head back a little, and there's like a little line right here. I don't know if it's like light reflecting off the piano keys or something else, or if that is a scar on his chin, under his chin, on his chin, whatever. But it's like right there. I mean, it's not the divot like Kirk Douglas. Kirk Douglas. Is that right? Kirk Douglas? Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, it was a little brain fart right there. I think of the movie Tough Guys with Kirk Douglas, Eli Wallach, the other guy. Dana Carvey was in that. That was like one of his earlier roles. I think it was before Saturday Night Live. I could be wrong. Love that movie. Oh, where we come from, there's rules. Rules? Yeah. First, there's none of this. Gets kicked in the nuts. Ah, love that style of dress. I wish I could afford that. That'd be neat. I mean, bring that style of dress back. That'd be awesome. People with pants around their ass, just kind of like, "Hey, look at my underwear. There, yeah. Yeah. Then they have like two or three pairs of underwear on because it's like layered or something. I don't know. Then flip flops. It's like, really? Were you at the beach? Are you in the shower? What? I'm going out in public. They're comfortable. I know something easy to slip on. Which is why some people wear slippers. I didn't, they don't decide to change into real shoes and they go out to the store. It's like you're wearing sweats, a t-shirt. Where's the money you plan on paying for this stuff? Why are you wearing a backpack? I mean, I asked the lady about that. I was like, "What's with the backpack?" I mean, I don't. She was like, "It's easier to carry than a purse." Makes sense. Totally logic right there. I just, you know, because you figure with a purse, it's usually on one shoulder. You're tilting, your back starts to hurt that way, your shoulder. With a backpack, it's right there in the middle. It's like, doo, doo, doo. But with a backpack, it's easier. And it's like, okay, sure, I don't know. One day at the store I work at, lady walked in with two plastic bags from whatever, just plastic bags. She went into the store, walked out with two full bags. We're not allowed to confront them, but as an employee, we have to ask them if found everything all right, or need help finding anything. So it's one of those touchy things. Have you found everything all right? Um, yeah, I'm good. Okay, have a good day. I really hope karma comes around for some stuff for these people to do that. It, I'm a nice guy. I don't. So I don't know. I just my grandfather, my well, technically my grandfather. He was married to my grandmother. Um, so step grandfather, I guess. He had a place like a few towns over from where we were at. I'm not sure why he had it. It was just a place he could go to for something, I guess. He had newspapers stacked up. The floor was sinking in the middle, and it was just. I never saw it. I never saw it. Honestly, I never saw it. So this is just based on what I heard. But there was stuff, junk piled up in. I don't. I don't know. My place where I share with my brother is starting to look like a clusterfuck of shit. I'd clean it up, but I don't know if my brother needs any of it for whatever reason. I could start with my own room, but that's everything I own. Well, almost everything. My car's out in the thing. This is right here. clothes right here. My lunch pail, my so it's like almost everything I own is right in there. And if I had my own place, I figure the videos would go to the TV room, books would go to the library, and I don't mean the bathroom. I mean, I would actually have, or the study would be, or the man den, or whatever you want to call it. Can't even sit in the living room because he'll sleep on the sofa. He'll sit in the chair, eat food, pick at his fingers. Oh, it done growed. Clip. Probably shouldn't be saying all this because if he ever sees this, I don't know why he picks at him, clips him. I don't. I just. It is September 1st, 2020. Hope all is well with you. Welcome to the level 9 of Jumanji. Joke on Facebook. Somebody posted a meme of, or a screenshot of something Will Wheaton shared, possibly Will Wheaton. It said, sometimes I'll step outside and say computer and program. If anyone's watched Star Trek The Next Generation, that's when you come out of the holodeck, that's usually what they say. So it ends the program, or before they leave. But that's what they say to end the program. It's like, oh, I almost think we should all go outside and yell out Jumanji, but we'd have to find the jewel, put it back in the thing, yell Jumanji, and whatever the next Jumanji was. I don't know. I don't know if they had to say something or put something back. I think they're doing another one, or they have another one planned. I don't know. But the way they ended the previous one with the ostriches, I think it was the ostriches, running down the sidewalk. I don't know. But McLean was announced, so I'm a little jazzed by that. I'm guessing that's what they're going to call it, McLean. Don't know who's going to be in it. Don't know what it's going to be about. Would love for Reginald VelJohnson to come back. Or maybe William Atherton. Something. They don't all have to come back. That'd just kind of be weird. Well, I'm approaching 29 minutes now. I'm sorry I kept you for so long. I know it's only been a half hour, not even a half hour. I hope all is well with you. Sorry, I just kind of rambled a little bit. I mean, I'm not sorry I rambled, but I don't know. Didn't really need to lay it all on you. I'm going to zip over to Facebook for a while, then hopefully I get over to type some of my story out. It's been a while. I'm not sure how long. I don't know if it was April or May. It was the last time I actually did anything with that. I just sort of got tired of it. Which, if I won the Mega Millions or the Powerball, enough in it to where I could get my own place, I would have I don't want to call it a set. but it would be like a building for a garage, or which could be a garage. Excuse me. But upstairs in this one section, it would be my office for the one story that I've written where I could pretend I'm the detective and I could use it to write or type or paint, whatever the hell I'm doing. And as the first book described, it's over a workout facility, which I could have downstairs, like the front window of a workout facility. It wouldn't be a full workout facility. It would look like it because in the picture you no depth or anything, but kind of have it painted on the walls to make it look like it goes further in. But I would have some workout equipment there. That way I can work out or do something. That way I'm like not just in the pictures for the cover of the books. I could be standing there with a hat or toupee to make it look like I'm the detective. Although with him in the story I've written just now, I'm still writing it, handwriting. Um, it would be possible he may have lost his hair. I don't know. Could be genetics. So it's like that could be the reason. But it would depend on the person playing it. I'd hate like the Jack Reacher novels describing him as 6'4", whatever, and then Tom Cruise plays him who's 5'8". It's like I don't whatever. 6'2", 6'4". I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while. But I figure, it would be maybe blurred just enough you couldn't tell. But you could tell that someone is standing in the window looking out over the city, over the horizon, something to where it's like he's just pondering stuff, something, which would be the part of the cover of the book. And with the workout facility downstairs, it would kind of go in with the rest of the story where, or I don't know. It's an idea. I just hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, sleeping well, staying hydrated. I had water with my eggs and the coffee. So I've had coffee since I've had eggs. I don't have anything else to eat. I am currently short on funds due to paying my cell phone, rent. I did get some groceries, but that was right after getting paid. We need toilet paper. Milk's running low. I don't have any soup. I'm down to my last box of cereal. This is Tuesday. So I was wrong in my previous video where I said September 2nd was Tuesday, but September 2nd is Thursday. Or the day after Tuesday and the day before Thursday, which is Wednesday. But happy birthday to the late Roderick Thorp, passed away in 1999, who wrote The Detective, and Nothing Lasts Forever, which became the Die Hard. That, of course, was out of the top 150 out of 1,313. Yeah, 1313. Wouldn't it have been funny if Fred Gwynn or somebody that had something to do with the Munsters That was the Monsters, wasn't it? 1313 Mockingbird Lane. I'm getting that with the Addams Family a little. I'll have to look that up now, but that'll be on me. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for watching. Take care.